all day.
Oh.
Did we ever need his husband to test the frozen farts?
Oh, we need to get an update.
Josh was going to do that. I wonder if she's maybe doing that, like on her way into work. Oh no, because you're in Florida, it doesn't freeze. Never mind.
No, so again, to fill people in, we saw a thing going around the internet that if you fart and it's cold enough, that it will leave like
a frost mark on your tissue.
A little ice. Yeah, and we want to know if it's true.
Well,
send pics.
Maybe I'll have to give that a test, you guys. I'll keep you posted on that.
I'm wondering if she was like defrosting throughout the day, and that was the smell. But you're
that's not an issue here. Nope, it's not.
Not that cold.
Not that cold. Not that cold. But yeah, speaking of the cold real quick before we wrap this up, that's, we've had the cold snap, Margaret, you've been having in Florida, but you're kind of like, yours is a lot colder because you're up higher. But my mom is in South Florida, and they put the warning out to be careful, obviously, because the iguanas are falling out of the trees because the body temperature lowers and they kind of go into like a shock state. But they will wake up eventually. But some of them do die from this cold weather. So
what do you mean out of trees?
Well,
you didn't see the video? They just freeze and dink over.
Yeah, they get cold. They get so cold, and something happens to their body, and they go into shock. So they just fall out of the trees. That's why I call them chicken of the tree. But the iguanas, I text my mother because there's so many over at the condo, where she is in South Florida. And I said, Ma, I need an update. And she said, all right, I'm going to go look. She texted me back later, and she's like, I just went out there. There's dead iguanas all over the ground. I am like, you are lying. And she was.
Except you got to remind her that they really aren't dead, because it's going to be like the zombie iguanas. They're just going to slowly wake up and start walking around again.
Yeah, once they warm back up. Tell her to go catch one.
I know. Well, here's the thing. I was worried about Grandpa, and I posted pictures of Grandpa on my Facebook. This thing, he's huge, and he's orange, and he's so pretty. So I posted on my Facebook page, Ma, go check on Grandpa, and if he's cold, I want you to bring him in. So
no.
Yeah.
No. Cindy, what your mom needs to do is go tag some of these iguanas. Go get a little spray paint or paint pen or whatever.
Nail polish.
We
used to do that to turtles.
Have pet iguanas. Now that they're all frozen and they're not moving.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling where she isn't cold enough yet for them to fall out. So, they do sit on the patio and up against the building. I think they're going to be okay. But I did see a video a couple years ago of somebody that they thought it was dead next to their pool, and he picked it up, and it woke right up when he had it in his hand.
You always see videos of people that with moose and deer and stuff, they run them over and think they're dead, so they put them in the car for the meat, and then they get halfway on the highway, and the things are just in shock, and they come back to life and start in these vehicles.
Well, I'll tell you,
horrifying.
Oh my gosh, I know. We have so many dead deers on the side of the road. Dead deer, all over the sides of the road here because we have so many, and they just total your cars here. Very dangerous. But I had a friend who would kept a saw in her car, like a little hacksaw. And when she would see a buck or one of them with antlers, she would run off and cut them because her dogs liked them, and they're very expensive at the pet store.
Oh my God.
For their dog chews love antlers.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Right, and she would have a saw in her car. She was crazy. And if she saw one, she'd saw them off on the side of the road.
Imagine doing that and it wakes up and it comes at you.
I know.
Imagine the smell. Hard pass.
Oh. No. Yeah. All right, but listen, guys.
But we're talking about dead animals.
Yeah, go ahead.
So in Oregon, they keep finding all these dead cows.
Okay.
Okay, but the problem, they're totally empty.
What?
I'll have to send you guys a picture. They are deflated cow balloons on the ground. There's no blood around these cows. There's no like holes where somebody has done anything. I guess the ground is like kind of muddy in the area. So all these ranchers are like, we're going out with like ATVs and circling these cows. There's no like tractor marks in. There's no marks from other animals coming in. There's no marks from people walking near them. These cows are just dying like in the middle of fields, and everything's gone from them. Like they look
Aliens.
like deflated balloons.
Well, first of all, I'll pass on the picture. I don't need to see that. Thanks.
I want to see it.
I'll take your.
Your description was good enough. No need to see the picture.
Okay,
What's the chupacabra?
what do you think's doing it?
Vampire?
You know that's like a Mexican folktale. Is that there's this like whatever you want to call it gremlin monster thing called the chupacabra, and it basically does that, but like to goats. Like they'll find goats like that in Mexico, and like the story is that it's the chupacabra.
Really?
Also, don't like search chupacabra on YouTube because this video that is scary as shit comes up.
No, I'm gonna watch. How do we spell that?
Sound it out, Cindy.
All right, I'll do it. I'll sound it out. I'm gonna sound it out, you guys. Chupacabra. Ooh, and it popped right up. There you go, Siri.
So the sheriff's office is like seriously investigating this now because there's a lot of cows.
Yeah.
So this is the actual whiteboard at the sheriff's office running through their ideas of what's going on in these fields. Aliens or radiation,
Aliens.
witches,
You won't believe what this Chupacabra
Bigfoot,
really is.
devil worshippers, lightning, poisonous darts, humans. Understand humans is like 7th on the list of what they think is going on here.
Well,
Vegans. The farters are doing it.
The fires.
I guess that's thinking maybe like PETA's coming in and doing this.
But why would PETA want to kill cows? Isn't that like contrary to their entire
but then
mission?
how are they deflating all the blood out of it without any marks?
Exactly.
I almost wonder if there's some kind of like weird bacteria that's like dissolving them from the inside. You know, like I don't know.
Aliens.
Yeah, it has to be. Like this is just not normal. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, good story, Jen.
Yeah.
That's something to think about. Something to think about. But listen, you guys, we have taken up our time. I know we have more stupid news, but we're going to hang on. I'm saving it. This new, what is it, like an influenza or something from China. We'll talk about that next week.
Oh, yeah, we're all about to die.
Yeah. Well, they did do the SARS and swine flu. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. There's one case so far here, but it's... And then I was reading all the comments under them, and a lot of people have already had that here. It's some type of a pneumonia thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
So I don't know, but yeah, I'm sure we'll get some more juicy gossip from that. And, who knows what else will come up. But thank you guys, and I must go watch the new episode of My 600-Pound Life. I'm feeling hungry, and I need to curtail that.
Oh, well, send snaps so we can see what's going on with Steven.
All right, you guys, thank you. We will talk to you next week.
Bye.